You think subject first and then everything else. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
See, this nigga don't think. He don't think. Welcome back to Perfect Timing, everybody. My name is
Start
Jordan.
recording.
I've been started.
You should have.
So she now, we know that
Everybody-
she think. Everybody know this nigga thinking Spanish now.
Yeah, she think dyslexic.
And remember, just talk straight into it too.
Okay.
But hey, my name is Jordan, aka the realest to ever do it. I'm here with the good man.
You know, Joe Vaughn the visionary. We got our special guest here, Miss.
Yanni, aka Mrs. Mooncases. I guess I didn't know y'all had nicknames.
I would say it kind of just happened.
It just happened, you know.
You know, he came with a nickname. I was like, shit. I guess I need a name too.
It
So
was like, yeah, you want one? And we started giving people nicknames.
That's valid.
I think it's a motorboat.
I don't know.
Well, besides all
lawnmower.
that,
That's
man.
what that was.
First and foremost, Yanni, how you doing today?
I mean, it's a good day. Good weather, so I'm good.
How you feeling?
Honestly, really good. I woke up early. I wake up early every day, though.
No shit like that.
I woke up at 7 a.m.
Oh,
To do what?
to
to
get
start
up.
my day early. I meditated.
What does meditation look like for you?
When I wake up in the morning, it's like easy to be tempted to grab my phone. So like I just consciously remove myself from my phone. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And I just like think about all the things I'm grateful for. I do the little prayers, but it's really just in my head. I keep my eyes shut. I sit upright. Then I watch the sunrise because I have a really big window. So yeah, if the sun, if daylight or whatever. But yeah.
Hey, that's tough as
nice.
shit.
Yeah, what to say? I gotta change my morning routine.
Yeah, it
now.
got me lagging.
It keeps me calm, If you're working a lot,
Mm-hmm.
it just allows you to have like more energy and space to do other things.
I feel that.
And how important is that morning routine to setting up your day?
Routine is everything, honestly. If you have a good routine, you know how to like approach stuff differently. I feel like whenever I interact with people and I haven't done my morning routine like previously, like my reaction is gonna be a lot different versus like, let's say today, like I said, like they messed up my Starbucks drink. I didn't even care. I saw that it was messed up. I just walked out. I picked it up and left with it. I don't know.
Man, you need to get that joint fixed.
No, I didn't really care because
Should have meditated again, maybe.
So you better take heart.
no, it was just like, you know what? It is what it is.
Nah, I feel that.
Yeah. But like if I'm like mad because like, I didn't get enough sleep or I didn't pray, I didn't think about the things that like, I'm grateful for or who's in my life that's like helping me be uplifted, then that's gonna be a different reaction. I'm gonna be like,
Where my shit at?
you didn't put the pineapples in the strawberry refresher. That type of no.
But nah, that's cool, bro. Hey, Vaughn, do you got a morning ritual? Any routines that you do?
Shoot. I don't really got a morning ritual for real. I literally wake up, check my notifications, like, all right, ain't nothing. Then I just get up, like, literally.
And start moving. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
I
me
get up
too,
and
bro.
eat. That's what I do.
I do not get up and
That's
eat.
my
straight
ritual.
away.
I get up and eat.
I get up and I walk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I try to walk in the morning.
That's good.
I do that, and then I come back and I go right back to sleep.
That's not bad either.
If I ain't come back, I wouldn't go back to sleep. Once I'm up, I'm
Yeah.
up.
Nah,
If I'm gonna go to sleep, I'm gonna go to sleep at like 12. The siesta, the midday nap. I be taking one of those.
a siesta.
I don't really like
that's what it's
napping.
called.
Napping ain't it?
I can't.
Because when I nap, I
I'm a
wake up even
supreme
more
napper.
tired.
I take 25, 15-minute naps.
That's good though. That's how you're supposed to take naps, I think.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to take naps for over a certain amount of time. Something like that.
That's what I heard. But these hours,
That's
these
what I be
2 hour
telling
naps,
him, but he be like, nah, bro, I'm taking a nap. I'm gonna go to sleep for 3 hours. I was like, bro, it's not a nap.
yeah, and I come back, I wake back up. The only issue is when I take a nap before we gotta do something.
Exactly. This
Mm.
dude stay doing that. He be like, bro,
Really?
where you at? And he be like,
Hey,
my
I
fault.
just took a nap.
That's
Yeah, But for real, man, let's get into the topic today. Recently, I've been talking to a lot more people, and it's like the thing that's been common is like seeing like, since as we're all trying to do better for ourselves,
Yeah.
we see that like there are natural limitations to things, or we're meeting natural barriers as you try to grow. So I really want to talk about that, and I bring it up because like, bruh, it's so many false limitations or limitations that we put on ourselves or extra weight that we put on. Like, I felt like recently I was limiting myself throwing my beliefs, thinking that I wasn't truly worthy and stuff like that. But like then I realized that I really was like one of them niggas. Like I really am him. So you get out of that limiting belief of okay, maybe I'm not worthy of these nice things. Maybe how I was raised, I don't feel like this is something that I deserve or I shouldn't shine like this and stuff like that. But you gotta break that, and that's something that I've heard more and more people talk about. Is like I just had to get. You're getting out of some sort of box.
It's a mindset thing.
Yeah,
exactly.
Had to break the old mindset.
So
the little subconscious mind.
When was the last time that you went above your limits and broke a limitation?
Went above my limits and broke a limitation. I feel like that's been a reoccurring theme for like the past 2 years for me, honestly. I feel like
we support growth.
No, like earlier this year, I started the year and I was thinking to myself like, oh, I can't go to the gym like, I could probably go to the gym like once a week or like twice a week max. Because I don't like the concept of like working out, but not like forced working out. I don't like the concept of forcing yourself to work out.
Yeah.
I like dancing.
Naturally.
Yeah, like movement, walking, that type of stuff. But then, like I said, routine is really just everything. And once I started going to the gym, then it became like not just Monday and Friday, then it became Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and just over time. And I was like, oh, I didn't even think I was capable because I don't know, I never was a gym girl. Like in high school, I wasn't into that. Early years of college, I wasn't into that. So that was the biggest thing for myself, and I saw a big growth, honestly. Like weight that I had been trying to shed since 2021, I lost that in like 3 months. So
like it was
just by trying.
Yeah.
And honestly, like it wasn't even like for me like spending like 30 minutes to like an hour at the gym, like that's nothing. That's time that you're investing into yourself, and anytime that you believe that something isn't attainable, you're limiting yourself. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's a mindset thing. There's no such thing. If you believe in this life that like you deserve, let's say, a new car, a fat house, and these are all materialistic
fat
things.
Ass house.
A fat ass house on a lake with a yacht, you know, that type vibe, and you believe these things but you don't think that you can attain them now, you're limiting yourself already, because everything that you want is within your reach.
You already just have it.
Exactly.
You just got to go and get it.
Exactly.
You got to sign the lease for real. That's all you got to do.
If my mind can perceive it, my heart can achieve it. We used to say that at Northview. Y'all remember that?
Oh, you went there?
Yeah, real niggas only.
Nerd.
But to go off what you said, like I really like that, because the gym, for what it because I talk to a lot of dudes our age, and it's like, and what that represents to them is like taking back a little piece of time, not only for themselves but like working on them. This is a place where I feel strong. I am strong. This is my presence, my domain. But it's like, it's just people finding themselves again.
Yeah, you work on yourself and you see kind of quick results, realistically. Not necessarily quick, but, you know, like a week or two, you know, it's the weight moving up, or you see more cuts, more definition.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that, like, the results are quick, but you see how much you're actually capable of. Like, yesterday I could do 5.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, the results not quick, but, like, in
gradual progress.
Yeah, like, life, like, a lot of things is more, it's a grander scheme before you can see progress, or what you would gauge as progress.
Yep.
Like, it's more like what's the word? Like, it feels more, I don't know, like, damn.
I ain't going there, bro.
Take your time.
Oh, it gives you more like gratification. That's what I'm saying. Cause like you could see, like, I just went up 10 pounds. Or I'm putting 20s on now. I'm putting 40s on now. Like,
real shit.
Genuine gratification isn't instant, if you've noticed.
Yeah.
Too. Like, I feel like the thing that I noticed when I first started going to the gym, like, okay, so I used to be really late. Like, that was something that I did this year that also has changed. Like, I used to be a person who's always late. Now I'm like, I'll be maybe like 2 minutes late if I'm late, or 5 minutes late. But I used to be like 15, 30.
Chronically late.
I couldn't do 15, 30.
15, 30, but it would only be like if I had like a move to go to. But like if it was for like work, school, etc., like I wasn't late to that. But when it came down to like me doing something
on your time,
yes, I was always late. Anyways, what was the point of that?
Because you're valuing your time and how you got back into the gym.
Oh, yes. I still don't remember what my point was, but basically over
We can
time.
try, nigga. Yeah.
I don't know. Over
Wasn't it
time.
about the gratification or something?
Yeah. Over time, I started going to the gym, and I would make time to go to the gym. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't get instant gratification at first, but I started noticing like days I would be late to class or whatever, I could actually run the class.
Hey, there's a backpack.
Like no, like hear me.
See the backpack lunchbox?
Lunchbox in college,
Too
nigga.
much.
Just running.
Not running, but like it didn't feel like a run. Like I don't know.
Put your head down with your backpack.
No, like I would speed walk to class because nobody like in their right mind at a grown age
Yeah,
is running
to class.
exactly.
Yeah.
But like
I get a scooter for real.
I mean,
Yeah, I get the scooter.
I wasn't one of the
Scooter kids.
athletes who had a scooter, so no, I wasn't on, and I don't like scooters. I don't do scooters at all. But anyways. Because he knows why I don't like scooters, bro.
Why you don't like scooters?
We don't
Keanu?
even have to talk about it.
I mean, we kind of. It's a little bit. Hey, why you don't like scooters, cuz?
Basically, Joe
I'm gonna just say
Vaughn-
one word. It starts with a C, ends with a Y.
That don't make no sense.
Clumsy.
Why would we think of
No.
clumsy first? Though?
Like,
Like,
because
you just fucked
I'm like,
everybody
Grammy,
head up.
like, what the fuck? Like,
I could. Damn, nigga, you.
it was alluding to it without directly saying it, but nobody
Oh,
was getting
really?
it.
You
So.
fell off the scooter?
it wasn't
Real
my fault.
bad?
There was a torrential storm going on. It was an electric scooter. I've never ridden a scooter before, or rode a scooter before. Prior to that moment, I flew. I didn't walk. I didn't run. I flew.
It was like the craziest thing.
And it was like storming. I
John,
couldn't
that's what
see.
said. We was trying to beat the storm. Like we see, like that is
The
like
storm is
we
coming.
right here. It's the sun, and all you see is dark, like black ass
And then
clouds.
it starts to rain.
Yeah, literally.
I can't see. You already know
And
that.
then so
Like
we try to zoom back to the car and everything.
he making. We're in
John,
DC at that.
we bipping.
I'm like,
So he
I,
Nah, he,
I ain't never rode a scooter before. Like, what are we talking? An electric scooter at
he not
that?
the one. If it's a bear, he leaving.
But
You gotta go
she was riding the joint perfectly fine. I was like, oh, she rode the scooter before. Nice.
We hit a curb. He
So
he
you
flew
hit a curb.
he flew over the curb. He made a sharp like left. I think it was-
I did a little sharp little jump. I was whipping that joint.
because it was pouring, and then I flew, and I ripped my pants. Like no smell.
Like, what?
SpongeBob.
It was straight out of the movie.
It was crazy. I was bleeding and everything.
God damn.
It was the wildest way ever.
But
That's,
that's
why
what
you in the gym.
happens when you don't get to ride a scooter until you're like 20. Realistically.
Damn.
But I guess I'll try again this summer.
See, that's the mindset, you know. That's the mindset.
So what'd you learn
Oh,
from the scooter, nigga? Nah, fuck the gym.
from the scooter. That with time, practice, you gain balance. Like that's what I learned from the scooter. I don't know.
Man, how important is balance? Because now I'm gonna ask you this. We gonna segue like a motherfucker. So we talking about balance from a scooter, but you're
Segue.
also a student, and you work, and you in the gym,
Mhm.
and you gotta take care of your mental. Taking care of your mental is something that I believe a lot of people don't understand is a
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
Like you do have to take care of yourself first.
Should be
Yeah.
numero
What is that like?
uno.
It's your first job.
Mhm.
So how do you balance all of that, Kiani?
I'm gonna start with how I didn't, because I feel like I'm finally just learning.
That's the best way to do it, is to explain where you're coming from, to explain where you're at right now. I love that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be like 1,000% like transparent. I struggle with like mental health issues, that type vibe. And like for me, I used to be like the student who was an overachiever, who did everything, like was just working on school, just straight school. That's all my brain could tolerate. It was like school, then it was work, and then it was me. And when you're moving like that, the only road that you're gonna hit is like burnout, and you're gonna crash out, and you don't know how it's gonna look like for you. And for me, that saying of like, on your way to the top, you're gonna move past people, and
Mhm.
on your way to the bottom, you're gonna see those same people
Yeah.
again. Not that I'm like the type of person who's judgmental or anything like that, but I really fell on my ass. Like, I was not in a good space, and it took me to now to just be in a state of homeostasis. And I think that comes from me developing time for my mental health. Which for me, I was in therapy. I did group therapy. I did everything, honestly. But to get to that balance, I changed my diet. I started putting like food in me that balances me, you know, like raw food, vegetables. You know, people don't like to eat that stuff because it don't taste good, but that's because you're used to eating stuff that
artificially it's fucking your brain
leafy
up.
greens.
Yeah, you gotta eat that stuff. You gotta, you know, and I grew up that way. My mom's really into herbs. She's a herbalist. She's a mental health practitioner, actually. So, like, that's it. Like, that's her job.
She wished for you. She wanted the perfect case study. What can I get?
You know, but I started changing. It started with my diet. Actually, it started with a vision board. I've been doing vision boards since, like, I was a kid.
You ever did one, Vaughn?
I have, but, like, I ain't never really take it serious. It's like, I made one, but, like...
Nah, you gotta tell us about that shit.
Yeah.
But it started with the vision board.
Started with the vision board. Make a vision board of all the things that you want to either attain in a short period of time or within the year. I usually do a year. And I did two, actually. I had a financial one and I had a overall lifestyle one. And I made the overall lifestyle one like my phone lock screen, like my home screen, for a while before I changed it. It honestly might be, but I don't know. But in that, I wanted to change my diet. I wanted to go to the gym.
Might to do that.
I wanted to make a certain amount of money. I wanted to lock my hair. I haven't locked my hair yet, but like all those things are like on the vision board. And then I just started living it. Because when you see something, when you put it down, when you write it down, you can like achieve it.
Writing it makes it plain when you write it down.
You gotta make the vision plain, exactly.
And like for me,
seeing it, literally.
Yeah, and for me, like, I don't know, like I've always seen myself to do great things. So I had a hard time just actually trusting in myself to do it. And that's the second piece with balance. Trusting in yourself. You know what's best for you at the end of the day. And if you're looking around for validation through life, through people, through things, to get that confirmation that, you know, on stuff that you know, you're never going to go to the places that you want to go. You're never going to feel actually balanced, even if you have the material assets, even if you have the knowledge, even if you have blase, whatever. You're never going to feel that way. And yeah, so just developing a schedule, developing a routine, writing down what I want,
and that's important
and then
too.
Doing it.
Yeah.
That's the easiest part.
Acting, no. Acting on it is the hardest part.
Yeah.
The easy part is
writing it down, knowing what you want.
Oh, none of this shit is easy. Let's
At
not
all.
call any of this easy.
But like, if we to put levels to it.
Yeah, levels. So once you get to the level of fully understanding what you want out of life and what you truly want, not like it took time for her to get to, okay, these are the actual desired outcomes I'm having, not the shit that's been fed to me. Because if, like how she said, if you're living for someone else's expectations, they're literally not your own.
Yeah.
And you're gonna fall short because you're not doing anything for yourself.
You're always gonna fall on like hard times. You're gonna fall on your ass until you get into what you want to do, essentially.
It's artificial support rather than the real support.
And then once you actually start doing, that's when you realize like this wasn't even that hard. Like,
hey man,
it wasn't even everything that I was making it out to be in your head. Like, you just gotta mentally get out of your head and just do. But it took me going through what I had to go through to understand that. And I think that's why, like, you know, everything happens the way it's supposed to.
What's it called?
That's a bar. She was
Real
going
shit,
in.
bro. She over here spitting. Y'all niggas missing it. But like,
About to go make a vision board.
You
nah, we
should.
gonna have to start that. I was
We
like,
could do it together.
might
I
have to.
could teach you guys. I've been doing it for a really long time.
What do you just like print out the pictures?
You
You
like collage for real.
You could do it on
magazines aren't real
Canvas
for real.
now.
What's Canvas?
You know,
like Canvas the app?
yeah.
Oh.
That's where I made my two this year.
You can really do it from your
And
your
then you could
iPhone.
print
Like
it.
they got the little
Yeah.
photo joint. You just hold and take the picture out and put it on the one
Canvas.
little joint.
Yeah, I mean,
I
because
didn't know all that.
I used to, growing up, I was doing the magazine.
That's what I was like. If magazines
Yeah.
don't exist, how am I going to do X to Y?
Yeah, no.
But I'm worried about the
Just
wrong
go
thing.
online, get the photo, put it. Lyric.
You
that's
could
all
literally-
photos,
Just
put
gonna
it on
do
the
that
doc.
shit.
Like, one of
Like
my...
Word,
crazy.
Google Doc.
Yeah. One of my pictures on the one that I was keeping on my phone is literally like a girl's like workout routine for her YouTube, like her what is that called, like
What?
It starts with a P. I
Personal trainer?
No.
Program?
No, like when you do YouTube, you make a video. What is that called? Oh my gosh.
Product placement?
No, it's just like the picture that everyone sees on the internet, like before they click the
Oh,
video.
the pin? No.
Nah, it's just a thumbnail.
Thumbnail.
Yeah,
there we
yeah.
go.
That's not a P word.
Yeah, pin.
Well,
No, same thing. Pin and
pin.
thumbnail.
Yeah.
Oh, the pin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pin. That's how I was trying to get to the word.
Yeah, I couldn't find it, but thank you.
Yeah, I was thinking, we thinking P.
See, I'm in the same subject, like she was saying, in the subject, not the word.
It's a synonym. Pin
Exactly.
and thumbnail. But
You play semantics with certain niggas, bro. We can do this all day. Me and him, we do this for hours.
All right, come on.
Yeah.
Anywho,
y'all just like the same person in a different font.
that's
all
the
it
problem.
is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's the problem.
That's why that's my nigga though. Like, yeah, same nigga, different font.
I'm in bold italics. This guy's like, I don't even know what he is.
Exactly. Just guess.
Bold italics and he's
Yeah.
italics.
Like, I guess.
Semi-bold. Like,
Well, I feel like I would be louder, bro.
All right,
Attitude?
I'll be italic.
Yeah, you be italics. I'll be
Yeah.
bold.
He be
italics.
bold. I be italic.
You be
No, you
probably-
be bold. It be italic.
Comic
Maybe that.
Sans.
Nah, he a Times New Roman. This dude.
Yeah, hey, nigga, I'm classic in the and everybody use it. You know
Oh
why?
my
I'm the
God.
best.
I don't
Fuck it, 12 font.
Yeah, It's not,
Everything.
it's not the
12.
best.
Gotta be.
No.
It's the standard.
You just MLA format. That's what it is, right?
If you want to graduate, you gotta go through me.
Nah, but it's like it's a bunch of different formats.
APA,
Yeah.
CLA.
I don't.
I might be
CARE.
lying. Shut up. Talking about some CARE.
We just saying letters now.
Yeah.
How y'all doing today? It's Joe Vaughn, you know. Vaughn the visionary, Vaughn the goat, Vaughn the mogul. Hey, everything. But the time finally come. You know, Public Dish up and running. I don't got no merch on now, but it's all for y'all. So on the site at publicaddiction.co, check me out at at Public Addiction at IG. And you know, just join the mail list. You know, you'll see it. Hey, it's about that time. Yeah, but back to what we were saying about the limitations, limitation and everything. You said how you get over your limitation or something. So like, Nixon, Mr. Realist. What's some limitations you found for yourself, and how did you try to work to overcome them?
Well, let's do physical, mental, spiritual.
Okay.
Physically, over the last couple years, I thought I was limiting myself by not trying. When I was in therapy, the biggest thing that she told me was like, Jordan, you have anxiety, you have depression. One of the biggest things she was like, if you don't want medicine or anything like that, just go on a walk. And I started walking every day. And I realized how limiting, like I was literally keeping myself in a box by not going outside more.
Yeah.
So through actual movement, I found my first form of meditation. That was movement. I like walking. Walking helps me clear my thoughts. It helps me think straight. And then I was like, all right, if I could walk, I'm walking past this like little calisthenic joints, like if I'm at a pond or anything like that. So I'm like, let me try it. Couldn't do no push-ups at first. Just started. Just started with one. Then I realized that like I see things as just I'll do anything every day. I got one of those types of personality, and then I'm going up it every day too until I get to a desired outcome. So it's like I was like, all right, if I could do one, I got to do one as many times as I can. And then I got to doing 10 in a row, and then 12 and 20 and so on. But then I started just continuously taking that into everything. If I can do this, then I can do that. And I'm going to at least try to do this, because if I can do this, I got to be able to do something else. You know what I'm saying? And just seeing how much further I can expand, like physically, was really cool. And I started taking my health seriously the last couple of years. I was plant-based for a while. Then I got real skinny, because like when you really do that shit, bro, you lose a lot of weight. Everything gone. And I was like, I ain't trying to be this skinny though. So I started eating more again, and then I started getting back into the gym like this year.
Yeah.
So I'm putting a lot of weight on, so I'm filling out. So that's like real cool. Emotionally, like some emotional limits that I put on myself is like, I recognized last year that I was with women, the outcomes that I was getting was based on like what I was feeling internally. I was getting a reflection.
Yeah.
Every time somebody was in front of me, and I was like, all right, it made me reassess. So after I reassessed, I was like, okay, before I step into anything else, I had to change my mind frame. Then the people that started coming into my life reflected that. And I was like, okay, but you getting who you want, but are you there emotionally? Because it's very easy for me to like to present, but not empathize. Because I can understand, but I can't feel for you sometimes. Because I see where you're coming from, but I had to realize, put myself in other people's shoes and take titles away and look at these people that I'm dealing with and say, I truly do care about these people and I care about how they feel about things.
Right.
And I had to understand how my actions were affecting them. So I had to break that limit of thinking of like, I'm really just on my own, or like the only things that really matter are what I'm doing.
Right.
And that's the least, like the worst thing like a dude can think of is that there's not somebody right beside me. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, were you ready for true, like genuine partnership?
No, I wasn't. But then as I like, man, this is wild to say, but as I met new partners,
Yeah.
I've like been able to say, all right, I've grown through every new partner. So it's like, with the women that meet me now versus the women that met me a year ago, say the same similar things, but they're like, you seem so ready for stuff like this. But then I'm like, nah, I just know how to be present for you. Because it's I know how to care for somebody now. I know how to show love.
Throwing that
like
persona.
That. You see what I'm, it's not a persona though. That's who it really is. Cause like, I just feel like if I'm gonna feel for you, I'm gonna really feel for you. If you're
like personality versus character, and your character is to be empathetic.
Yeah.
And I feel like, at least what I'm hearing is just like you were in a state where like your personality was to want these things, but your character wasn't fully there yet.
See, that's
Real
what I
shit.
said. My persona, like it was like a mask.
Yeah,
like
I hear you.
essentially.
I hear you.
I see what you're saying now.
I carried from what you were saying.
And like, yeah, so like once that mask, like, cause once people get to know me, they like, nah, this is what we see and that's what's consistent. But it's like, I have to be able to truly want that for you too, cause that's baseline. I'm never gonna change, but like I got to be able to be ready for that. You know what I'm saying?
1,000%.
So I had to get right in that form, and then that's mental, physical, emotional, and then the spiritual. Man, I had to start limiting God, bro. God bigger than all this shit, and I ain't got like, bro. When you really like moving with faith, it really like. Your whole outlook changes, bro.
And it pick up.
It should really do pick up. Because, like, I understand that it's about limitations. I understand that I'm still a man at the end of the day. There's only so much that I can do. I have this skill set. He got this skill set. You got this skill set.
Right.
But God comes into play where I know where I'm at. All right, now I need help. Who is in my life that can help me? And God has placed beautiful people around me to help me do these things. You know what I'm saying? And, like, just trying and having faith that what I'm doing will result in the outcomes that I desire.
Right.
It's not me, because when you put stuff out there, when you put yourself out there, you've done your work. What returns is what God has in plan for you.
What they say, you reap what you sow.
Real shit.
Yeah.
And also like everything is interconnected at the end of the day.
Nah, for real.
Nothing in this life works without like something else being in place, like even us being outside, you know what I mean?
Got a butterfly. Before we started, a whole butterfly flew by.
Yeah,
He's like christened us.
Yeah, no, I mean even before we even got here, seeing a ladybug, you know,
goose feathers.
like a 1122, and I'm real big on that type of stuff. So
You have a favorite number?
7, it's the number of completion.
You said what is it?
7.
Oh, 7. Oh, favorite single number.
Or you mean like group?
I'm just saying, just like a number period. You would say it's like a single number 7. Cause
Yeah.
like I would go with like 11 or 13. I don't know why, but
8.
I just like those numbers.
Everybody has a different number, I believe.
8.
8?
That's my life path number.
Yeah.
I would say 85. That's going to follow me forever, but like.
Oh, 28 actually. I say 28 is my favorite
I'd say
number.
personally it'd be 11 or 13 though.
I think mine is just strictly 7. Like I've never really, outside of 7, that number just calls me in 5, but I feel like, I don't know, I like odd numbers.
Odd numbers are I don't like odd numbers because it's not on both sides. But somebody explained to me that like they like odd numbers because it's one in the middle and that creates the balance on both sides. But that's beside the point. Vaughn, how you been breaking your limits, bro? How you been doing plus ultra?
Shit, breaking my limits.
Right into it because we going.
I say for me, breaking my limits was like
man.
it be more of a limits of like knowing what to do next, and then like how I'm gonna attack that. Cause sometimes once you reach the wall, there's like you just kind of walk away. You walk away from it and leave it there and forget it's there. Like I start a whole bunch of things, but I won't ever see them all the way through or even like go all the way through about it. So for me, it would be like sometimes like researching, like going the extra mile to like fully grasp the concept. That person, like I said, I just do things. So I'll pick up something. I don't know how to do it, know what I'm doing. I'm gonna just do it. For like this whole week, I may go like wholeheartedly into it and then probably never touch it again. But it's like the only thing is you just got to keep doing it to like you got to do further research or like further understanding with like just doing it and like just the repetition of it for real. That's how I kind of get over my limitations because I don't be finishing a lot of things I start. So that was one thing for me. I had to start finishing and go more like full wholeheartedly, like really full trying. Like
one of the reasons that like we stopped doing things so early though is like instant gratification. Is it because things you didn't see the immediate from it?
Yeah, it was essentially kind of like that. It wasn't immediate, or the what I was trying to get from this, it didn't give me that. So like it was like, why would I continue doing this? Like kind of like the perfectionism, essentially. Like like you start something.
Yes.
And he was like, it's supposed to be like that. You start, it's like, this is some shit. Like this is
not what I
exactly.
Expected. It's not what I envisioned, but the reality of it is like that.
It's like I know I have to keep doing it, but it's like I can just start something else I'm probably better in, and then come back to this later.
But does that mindset help you?
It don't.
No.
It don't, because then you be like you say, you be so in a whole bunch of different topics, but you don't succeed in one.
Yeah.
Damn.
Not developing your craft.
Yeah.
And also like not everybody believes in a God, but I think most people believe in the concept of like,
man, y'all believe in the universe.
Yeah.
Well, everybody are.
You believe in a higher power.
Somebody believe in some form of a higher power. Bro.
You might as well put a G to it and call it God.
Right.
Rather than the universe.
Well,
like,
I guess I'm not trying to like.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. This is your opinion.
No. I'm just saying like, everybody believes in something, right? And they believe in a higher power, a God, whatever you want to call it, whatever your faith, your religious faith, whatever. So most people do believe that there is some type of like, unmoral thing that's going to be following after you. And I feel like instant gratification is like that unmoral thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't align with like the bigger purpose. Kind of like that's why I was saying not everybody believe in a God, but if you believe in God, it would be like the devil.
Yeah.
And I feel like with that concept, like the devil sells you things that sound good in a moment, but they don't further your development.
Oh yeah.
It probably put you more behind than it really did.
Exactly.
Like it was fun, but like now you just ass out. We probably
exactly what you had said earlier. Like on the way to the top, you're gonna pass people, and on the way back down, you're gonna pass them same people. That's when the devil come into play because you remember it's memories of those people, so you can choose to join that memory, something that you know, or you can do something different for your mind. Give God room to operate in your life and try something new and say fuck them niggas. Because you got to walk past a lot of people when you're doing this.
You got to walk past a lot. You got to
run.
You got to embrace humility, one. But you also have to be, like, mindful that there are people who are going to, like, keep you in a space that they're in. And that might not be their intention because, like, that's the stage where I'm at. I can understand that people do a lot of stuff that is a reflection of them. It has nothing to really do, like, when people wrong you, like, that doesn't mean you need to go and, like, kick it with the nigga who wronged you, but you got to understand that, people's reflection of their behavior to you is where they're at, more than likely. And if not, and that reflection to you can also show you where you're at. Like, honestly, like what you were saying earlier, you thinking like you meet a person and you think that y'all are on the same page, and then you're like, oh shit, like, I don't want this. But like, you gotta think, if it came to you, if you attracted it, some aspect of you.
Yeah, it
was in there, and
Exactly.
you saw it, or you fucked with it at some point. Yeah.
And that's when you make those reflections on inward and say, okay, like, well, how can I grow from this? How do I change this behavior? And that's where instant gratification like ends. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not gonna. It feels good to be around people you know and have relation with, but it doesn't feel good to start a new bond that's gonna be beneficial to you. It might at first, but realistically, most people like comfort.
Oh,
Might
yeah.
be scary. You know what I mean? So.
And comfort is the enemy of growth.
Exactly. Ooh, I be saying that. I be
'Cause
saying
it's
that
real.
all the time. Oh my gosh.
It's fucking real, man.
Comfort low key equals stagnance.
Yeah.
So.
High key.
High key. And when it's and this is another thing that I was talking about with like limitations, is because I was talking to this dude yesterday and he was like, man, I got bored. He said, I'm like, once you get comfortable, you get bored. And if you're doing the same thing every day, like with no recourse or even thought of how it's gonna grow or what you're gonna do for yourself, it's so easy to get caught up in a rat race type shit. And he was like, nah, bro, I got bored. Like I didn't even want to be here. So I'm gone. Like I'm really about to go do something else. And he was like, because I realized that there is no growth in this. There is comfort in this. I know exactly what I'm gonna get. It's a predictable thing. I have to do something else for me.
There's a fine line between like that though and like running, because like you can run away from your problems, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can run, or you could be a runner. Like
she's a runner. She's a track star.
like you were saying, Jovan, like earlier that you would start stuff and not finish it, and that's like a symptom of like running. You know, like not seeing something through is the same thing as being comfortable with where you're at.
Yeah.
So you have to find that balance.
Yeah, you know Vaughn was on the track team.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, really?
Allegedly, nigga, that's what I'm saying.
I don't ever remember that.
Never got him, bro. Ain't no photos, bro.
How
But the
long I
nigga
know
say
you?
he run. We'll see.
I'm saying, y'all can see me on the track. Nobody, most people in that cat, I won't say nobody. If you was on the track team, you probably beating me. But if you wasn't.
I could probably beat you.
Yeah, I think a nigga on the track team would beat me too,
We
bro. I ain't gonna
could
hold
we
you.
could probably do a race real quick.
I'd dust y'all. Like,
I
it
would
wouldn't even be
dust
funny.
you. It wouldn't even be funny, Jovan.
Y'all don't even want to see her run. She probably going to eat dirt. You know, we got to
I
record it.
I may not be able to ride a scooter.
We
but
gonna
one
clip
thing I
this
can
in.
do is run.
We going to clip this so we going to put the race on how I dust her. I'm probably going to turn around so running backwards on.
No, we could do a race in the parking lot.
That's all gravel.
I don't
No,
care.
on the trail. We can
She
do it on the
said she got
trail.
your ass wherever, cuz.
We can do it on the trail.
We-
Walk into the parking lot. We going to record this. Well, somebody, we have to
Parking
set up the
lot.
tripod and get me
Parking
dusting
lot.
all of them.
Grass lot.
Or
I don't care. Sand lot.
Fuck it.
Like,
Save a lot, niggas. You fucking you up regardless.
In the dream, you can just see that ponytail flying around,
you
and
gonna,
then
you gonna
like,
see it.
she just
You gonna look in the corner of your
gravel
eye.
getting kicked up in her face and
You
everything.
gonna think it's a bird. It's me passing. Like, what are you talking
And it's
about?
gonna be a bird passing me.
Like,
Hey, bro. All right,
little,
Yanni.
little Red Riding Hood. Sorry.
Oh, the butterfly back.
Really?
Yeah, it's the same joint. It's the same joint.
Spirit guide.
Real shit. Hey, call out your spirit animal real quick, Joe.
I'm gonna say a fox, spirit animal. I see them joints all the time.
Me too. Go ahead, Kiani.
Probably
That
a
would be
spider.
Me too. I know. That's why I was like, I know, like, when people say they don't like spiders.
I
but,
love
like,
them.
And spiders be around. Like, every time I have an important conversation, be a spider right beside me. I'd be like, damn, that's kind of crazy.
I told you before I
For me,
left.
it'd be a
It was on the
fox.
doorknob.
For real? No,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah,
It's
the
a
spiders
big,
is
big
here.
old spider.
But shout out to the spiders. Kiani, I believe in affirmations. Can you get, and there's a lot of ladies that watch the show too, but they be like, yeah, it's just dudes. So can you give us some affirmations for the ladies? What you say to yourself and what you would say to them?
I guess, like, I do a lot of I am and I have. So I have gratitude for life. I am capable. Let me think of one more. Everything that I need and everything that I desire is already mine. Write that down like 3 times and say it out loud 3 times.
And watch it.
Yeah,
And
watch
believe
it grow.
in it too.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
For wholeheartedly, it's belief thing. All right, go ahead, Mom. Inspire to you.
It's like for affirmations, For me, I don't be say I be pretty just say I am, like just that alone, like cause I could be anything I want to be in that moment. So I just be like I am, and whatever the outcome I'm looking for, it presents itself. Like this nigga getting closer and closer.
Right. It's been the whole time. Like he's been trying to just see what's
That's
going
what
on.
I'm saying.
But he
bro.
won't just either get up off the joint or just come all the way over. But so go ahead, just say it one more time. Why the niggas not right next to you?
So like what I was saying, I typically just tell myself I am. It's like I can. Just like I'm capable. Like
Capable of what?
just anything. Just
Exactly.
I am. Like I can. Like it's never nothing I can't do.
Real shit. Hey.
Also, like,
Go ahead.
don't say anything like negatively about yourself. Like, try
Words
to
are spells.
yes, they are, and words are powerful. So reframe how you say something. If I wake up every day and say, "Damn, I'm ugly,"
You might slowly start turning ugly realistic.
"Damn, I'm fat." You know what I'm saying? Like, those are obviously like that's me in the physical realm, but like that works for your mind too.
I'm broke.
Yeah.
You're not broke.
You are not
Yeah.
broke.
You're low on funds, but you are.
Momentarily, you
You
don't
were
have
like, I
money.
wouldn't even say that.
The money ain't come in yet. It's on the way. It's on the
Money
way.
is on
Momentarily,
the
you have
way.
no money. That's what I'm saying.
my check coming tomorrow. Like, you don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I would never say nothing that I don't want to be. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Don't call yourself lazy. Girls have a habit of doing that. Or feminine people, you know?
I'm saying that they
And-
lazy.
Or just being like, oh,
I guess speaking down on the, like
speaking down on yourself because you
speaking
haven't.
negatively.
Yeah, like haven't gotten where you're supposed to be, or haven't, you know, maybe you didn't finish that essay last night. You're not lazy. You needed a break. Your mind needed to, you know.
Reset.
Exactly.
So you can attack better.
Exactly.
Yeah, man, that's fucking beautiful. Believe in yourself. Like fully and honestly, when you try, it's nothing harder than taking that first baby step, but it's an avalanche down the mountain once you start, because you see how you never know where life will take you, and you really just have to start trying. So try. Take yourself seriously and try.
And
That's
do.
it. And
So-
do. Because you're trying is doing. So we could say the word try, but just go do that shit.
Now, but some people like, yeah, I tried it, and like that's about it.
No,
you gotta
you
really
hear how
do
he
it.
was just trying different
Yeah.
things,
Mhm.
but did it actually work out for him? No. When he stuck through and saw something through, we
Mhm.
about to watch. Just watch.
The only time you fail is when you don't try. So
Yeah.
I say that all the time.
Yeah.
Shoot your shot.
Or you give up.
Shoot your shot.
Giving up is a
I guess. At life.
At life.
Yeah.
At life. Everything. Just try. What was you about to say, Vaughn?
No, I was like, say just don't give up. Like that's the one thing too.
Yeah.
The whole thing, you got to see it through. Even when they get hard and rocky and boring.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. The plateau is boring, but that just means that you're pushing through. It's a marathon.
Mhm.
Most on the other side is like it'd be greener on the other side, but that's because it's on your personal journey. You're not looking at somebody else's grass. You looking at your grass. You're like, damn, this ain't green as shit right now.
And get the
Yeah.
fuck out of everybody else's head and
Business.
space, bro. Get off of them. And worry about yourself.
Yeah.
What did Kanye say? I don't need your P because I'm on my own D.
I don't remember that.
I don't need your pussy, bitch. I'm on my own dick.
Yeah.
I tried to keep it PG, but it felt so much better saying it like that because, nigga, fuck what everybody else got to say. You gotta believe in yourself first and foremost because you are the only one at the end of the day who's gonna knows what you're dreaming and knows how you're gonna bring that into reality.
It's your life. Why are you like concerned about other people? I mean, it's simply just that.
It's your life.
It's your
Yours.
life. You run the show. So, yeah.
Run that shit. Perfect timing. Thank y'all for listening.
Yeah.
Y'all have a nice
Clear.
day.
Thank y'all
Appreciate
for
you.
having me.
Of course.
Yeah. You're
She'll
welcome.
be back.
You're welcome. Great.